MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Ought to be a good one here between the San Francisco Giants and the Cincinnati Reds. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Number 61 is on the mound for the Reds in this one. HR, what's the word on him?
Well, he's got 4 pitches to work with and uses them all at all different times in the game. So he keeps hitters off balance and gives you a lot to think about.
Here's Joe Panik, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Leading off tonight for San Francisco, second baseman, Joe Panik.
And we are underway tonight from the Queen City as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. And Harold, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
Well, Matt, I really like their pitching staff, but I think the key to this game is clearly falls on their shoulders. They throw off-speed pitches for strikes, and they mix their pitch as well. I think if they do that, they got a chance to win.
Temperature starting to drop as the sun goes down. 56 degrees here at first pitch. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. And he lays off ball 4. That's exactly what you want your leadoff man to do. Work the count and get on base.
Hey, when a guy's been swinging the bat as well as he has in this series, you definitely want to take the bat out of his hands. A free pass to first is better than what he's been doing the last couple of games.
Stepping into the box, Brandon Belt. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. From the Belt, the pitch. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
Yeah, Matt, Clyde's known for that low strike, man. Sometimes maybe even a tad bit low on the knees. But as a hitter, if you know what he's going to call, it's okay. You can respect that. Just be consistent, Clyde. That's all.
Nobody out, runner on first. Hit hard on the ground to third. And he's set down, 1 away. And here's how the visiting San Francisco Giants line up in this one. What's this lineup have to do tonight in order to get a W here on the road, HR?
Well, Matt, they're not going to run. I mean, they don't put a lot of pressure on you trying to steal bases. They'll take the extra base if they need to, but they don't run much. They're a team that sits there. They're going to be a lot base to base, rely a lot on the power. This is a total contrast to what we've been seeing throughout the league the last couple of years.
Now in the box, Hunter Pence. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Curveball looked at here for strike 1.
Jumped ahead with strike 1 there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
Comes set, and the 0-1. And the changeup is way low that time. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Had him off balance a bit as this is skied into short left center. Duvall comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 2.
Batting fourth, the catcher, number 28, Buster Posey.
Here's Buster Posey now. First opportunity for him here with the leadoff man still standing at second. 2 gone now. First offering on its way. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one.
Looked like he's trying to go the opposite way on that pitch. Good job of laying off that check swing, seeing it wasn't something he wanted to really drive the other way.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. A high fastball is in there.
Now that's not fair. You're supposed to be throwing sinkers, and he throws a high fastball right there. That's why everybody's shaking their head.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
It looks like he just swung right over that sinker right there. What is so hard about a sinker, you have to almost go underneath it and scoop it. If you got one of those swings that goes over the top, you're never going to hit him.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Cozart has it. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. So they get a man to second here in the opening half inning, but fail to capitalize. And now the Reds will get their first opportunity. No score. Matt Cain is on the mound for the Giants in this one. What do you have for us on him, H?
Well, if you look at his whip, he's having a pretty effective season. He's keeping runners off the base path. He's not giving up a lot of runs, and he's giving his team a chance to win. If he does that same formula in this game, they may walk out of here with the W.
Stepping up to the plate, Billy Hamilton. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. Ball one. Harold, you take a look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. They'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins. Pulled toward right center field. Pence on the run. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Time now for a look at the hometown Reds starting lineup card in this one. What's the key to sending fans home smiling tonight, Harold?
Well, Matt, this is a very aggressive club. They steal a lot of bases. They're not at the top of the league, but, man, they're right there. They're not far behind. They will run at every opportunity they get to try to force mistakes.
Here's the shortstop, Zach Cozart. He enters play in this one with his batting average up over the .320 mark. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Grounded back up the middle. Played on the backhand. Throw over to first will take care of him, and it's a good start to the inning for Cain. There are 2 away.
First baseman, Joey Votto.
Stepping in, Joey Votto. He brings an average in the 260s into this one. This is pulled into right. And Votto reaches. He's got a base hit.
Well, a couple things with that base hit right there by the 3-hitter. One, he thought he was going to get out of this inning pretty easy. And now you put him in a stretch. The middle of this lineup is no joke. He can find himself in danger real quick.
Digging in, Adam Duvall. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Squared that one up just a little late. A 1 pitch on its way. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And he bangs it into center field for a base hit.
That was terrific. You always hear keep your hands inside the baseball. That's a perfect example. The ball was in, and he took it back up the middle. You can't do that if you don't keep your hands inside the baseball.
In now, Eugenio Suarez. Grounded down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Here's the pitch. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one.
That's a great check swing. It's tough to hold up on that pitch. It looks like a fastball, and the slider just breaks away from you. He's held up, though. Strong hands.
Hit hard to short. Reined in. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on MLB Network. Now batting, Michael Morse. He'll lead it off here to begin the second.
First baseman, Michael Morse.
Hit back up the middle. And that's through for a hit. So a good start to the inning for the Giants. Leadoff hitters aboard.
Well, it looks like just a ground ball base hit in the box scores. But, man, that ball is hit hard up the middle. He's going to do well for himself. He stays consistent and keeps that approach.
Sacrifice situation here, and the manager wisely brings his third baseman in to try and cut down the lead runner if it comes his way. And he will make a quick basket catch behind the plate for the first out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
And here's how the Reds line up defensively, brought to you by Majestic. We're looking at one of the best defensive teams in the league. They're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. Not many balls get through here. You're going to have to earn it if you want to beat these guys.
Now at the plate, Eduardo Nunez. He enters play hitting in the 260s for the year. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he lays off there 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Now look out as this is whistled foul off to the right side. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. This is line to left. In there, a base hit. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
Well, Matt, clearly that was a hit and run. The runner was off on the swing, and he drives the ball so hard to the outfield they couldn't advance it.
Gorkis Hernandez.
Stepping in now, Gorkis Hernandez. In the dirt here. No movement on base. It's ball one. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
No score here as we play inning number 2. And not the kind of swing you're hoping for on 2-0 as they bunch him up inside. It's 2-1 now.
In a big spot like this, you have to be looking for something you can handle. That pitch bunched him up completely, so I think he's trying to do a little bit too much right now.
Lifted in the air to center field. Hamilton is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, number 18, Matt Cain.
Now to the plate, Matt Cain. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. first offering on its way down the first baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2.
Obviously, he wants to help himself out right here. With 2 strikes, that's going to be difficult to do. Let's see if he can put the ball in play.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Giants leave a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And that brings up Scott Schebler. He'll lead things off against Matt Cain.
Fielder, Scott Schebler.
Into the windup and the pitch. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Hernandez has a read on it. He's got it 1 away.
All right, time for majestic defensive alignment for the Giants. And at second base, Joe Panic. Joe Baseball. This guy's a gym rat. He catches the ball, turns the pivot, but he doesn't make mistakes for you. It seems like he's always in the game, making the right decisions.
And here's Jose Peraza. Now here it comes. And this will find the seats behind the first base dugout. Bottom of the second here with no score. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. And there to take it in is Pence, and that's out number 2.
Batting 8th, catcher, Devin Mesoraco.
Coming to the plate now, Devin Mesoraco. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Drilled on the ground to short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. A good inning there for Matt Cain. It remains 0-0. Striding in once again, Joe Panic. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Panic.
Into the windup and the pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Here's the pitch. A knee-high sinker. Tough pitch. Strike 1. Here it comes on 1-1. Looks at a curveball over the inside corner.
That's pretty good break right there, breaking all the way across the zone. Now it's a little dangerous. He gets to see that ball a long time, but man, that's a nasty snapdragon hook right there.
The 1-2 pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. And with that, we give you a look here at what's happening in the race in the National League Central. Ready for another chance? Brandon Belt, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way. Now a ball sprayed foul into the seats near third. The windup and the 0-1. Next pitch chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind 0-2 now.
Well, he's out in front of that changeup. I tell you what, he had to honor the fastball. The fastball, the pitch before and back with the changeup, that's a great combination.
Here's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Now another pitch is hit foul and headed for the seats, so the count will stay put at 1-2.
That is the fourth foul ball of this AB right here. He's seeing a lot of pitches.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Pitching staff has done a really good job against. That's what they've done to this guy so far.
Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Third inning, no score to this point. And a wasted pitch there, 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. Giants are down 1-2-3. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Settling in now, number 61. He's ready for his first AB here in this one.
Number 61.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this is foul for the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Hernandez has a read on it. 1 out. And with that, there you get a look at what's happening in the race in the National League West. Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch lifted the other way to left center. Hernandez moves over. 2 down.
The shortstop, number 2, Zach Cozart.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Zach Cozart. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Kane gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss.
Well, he doubled up on that slider, so that tells me he's really feeling it at this. The game. Good chance we'll see a heavy dose of that slider as this start continues.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And he misses. 2-1.
Hey, you can't let that bother him right there. This might be a good time for the catcher to have a little conversation. Just tell him, next pitch. Don't worry about that one.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Softly hit here to the left side. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Reds are down in order. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Striding in, Buster Posey comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Buster Posey.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out.
Up next for the Giants.
So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the two starters. And you can see a pretty good differential there, with one starter topping out at 94 and the other a fairly pedestrian 89. Digging in for his second at bat, Michael Morse. He singled his last time up. Into the windup and the pitch.
That's a ball.
And a fastball just a bit up.
No strike.
Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A breaking ball taken on the inside corner.
That pitch right there just locked him up. A curveball that doesn't break, a little front door curveball. You're looking for it to go back out over the plate, and it doesn't. It just locks you up as a hitter.
Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. Mesoraco recovers, and the throw to first is there to record the second out. Standing in, number 22. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Looks at a changeup right over the middle.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
And he takes strike 2.
See what happens when you work fast, you stay aggressive, and you come right after guys. Man, you get great results. 2 quick outs, and now he's 0-2 on this hitter.
Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. Giants down in order. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. In is Joey Votto now. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Baseman Joey Votto.
First pitch of the at-bat. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1.
Boy, not a good swing there. That was really ugly. Anytime you can make a hitter look like that, you've done something special.
Did it look to you like he was guessing on the pitch?
Oh, certainly it had to be, Matt, but if he was, he obviously wasn't looking for that pitch.
Man, I think he's trying to send a message right here. I'm going to challenge you. I like my stuff. I think I'm better than you. I don't care how good a hitter you are, and this guy's a good hitter, by the way, but he came right after him early in the count.
A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Hernandez ranging back. He makes the play. A fine running catch to get the first out of the inning.
Adam Duvall.
At the plate, Adam Duvall. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fouled back. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away.
Well, he fouled that breaking ball off a little bit early. Timing not quite there. Had a fastball to pitch before. He just got out in front of that breaking ball.
Drilled right back up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Well, he's a really good hitter. And when you drop below 280, people start having concerns. So that's a welcome hit. Maybe he'll rock it back up towards 300 like expected of him.
Into the box now, Eugenio Suarez, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Dribbled up the line, but that one rolls foul. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. And indeed, he won't look at second. He'll just flip it on over to first to take the sure out.
Now batting, right fielder, Scott Schebler.
And that brings up Scott Schebler. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Kane sets. First pitch on the way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Moving under it, Hernandez makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Reds leave 1 through 4. Still tied, 0-0. Ready now, Eduardo Nunez. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
Eduardo Nunez.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
That was a pretty good pitch on a pitch he doesn't throw very often, or I should say hasn't used in this game. That's for sure. That was a good pitch.
The windup and the 0-1. Hit in the air out to straightaway left field. Duvall giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Batting, center fielder Gorkis Hernandez.
Digging in to try it again. Gorkis Hernandez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. And he misses with it. 1-1. Hit down the third base line. Suarez ranges to his right. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The pitcher, number 18, Matt Cain.
At the plate, Matt Cain. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Well, Matt, that's 2 quick outs, but if you look at the pitch count, it's way down low. He's being aggressive, and so are they. He's got a chance to get through this one.
Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2.
He's falling behind right now after that swing right there. Now he's 0-2. And 0-2, choke up a little bit and try to put the ball in play. You just got to be in battle mode right now.
Just off the end of the bat, it's a foul ball, and he'll stick around.
Oh, that's a good sign right there. After the fastball, he gets that changeup, and he stayed right on it. Just couldn't keep it fair. He's seeing the ball well, though.
The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Giants are down 1-2-3. Halfway home, still no score. And here's Jose Peraza. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5.
Second baseman, Jose Peraza.
Goes down and gets it as this is bounced to short. Nunez has it, and on one pitch, he's retired.
The catcher, number 39, Devin Mesoraco.
The catcher, Devin Mesoraco, stands in. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. This ball will be chopped foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. Scorched to third. And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner.
Hey, look, he may be hitting at the bottom of the order, but you put him in another lineup, he's at the top. This lineup is loaded. Don't overlook him.
Standing in now, number 61. Now a bunt attempt here. And they'll put the tag on him going to first, but the sacrifice is successful.
Hey, sacrifice was in order right there as he gets the bunt down right there. And sometimes it's easier to just tag him instead of making that throw to first base.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First delivery to him on the way. Hit out towards second. Fielded by Panic. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1 left for Cincinnati. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. Here's Joe Panic. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Second baseman, Joe Panic.
A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, left fielder, Brandon Belt.
Digging in to try it again, Brandon Belt. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
A tough sinker on the inside corner. Set to deliver on 2-1. And a fastball just a bit up.
Well, he falls behind 3-1 right now, but man, he's really throwing the ball well. He's been attacking them all game.
3-1. Here it is. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And another foul ball.
Tell you what, his spot has been the outside pitch right there. And now we're late in the game. He continues to pound the outside pitch. And it's really working out for him.
Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
The right fielder, number 8, Hunter Pence.
Digging in once again, Hunter Pence. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Now a move over to first, and he'll get back in standing. First pitch on its way. Throw down to second. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. Runners on first with 1 down. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
2-2.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Number 61, just to the left of the mound. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The catcher, number 28, Buster.
Here's Buster Posey now. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. 1-0 pitch on the way. And this one's in the dirt. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
And this is what happens when a power hitter is at the plate. You don't want to give him anything in the zone, and sometimes that leads to those tough-to-handle wild pitches. There's a chance they just put him on first now to avoid him doing any real damage.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. 3-0 now.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
He's set, and a 3-0 offering. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
It'll be interesting if he comes in the zone aggressively again here. With the base open, he doesn't have to.
Three and one. Here it is. And that pitch catches the inside corner. 2 out here and a runner at second. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Giants leave 1, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Ready once again, Zach Cozart. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Zach Cozart.
First offering on its way. Down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. The pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. Here's another 1-2. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Well, you talk about fighting. He's fouling balls off, fouling them off in a 1-2 count. He finally took a ball right there. I wonder if he feels more confident or he wants to keep swinging.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Ready with another 2-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Belt has a beat on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 19, Joey Votto.
Ready for another chance? Joey Votto. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a liner. But this is going to get foul.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Here's Kane now, the 0-2. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
I like that he tried to tie him up inside on that pitch, but it was a little bit of a risky situation because if you're off just a little bit, you can end up plunking a guy. That's the last thing you want to do when you've got a guy 0-2.
And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now.
Good job of getting him to chase the ball in the dirt right there. Hey, also credit the catcher for keeping it close and finishing it off with a good throw to first. That's harder than it looks, but big league catchers make it look easy sometimes.
Into the box, Adam Duvall, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
That looked like he was cheating for that fastball inside right there. Early swing, got out in front of that off-speed pitch. Clearly looking for a fastball.
Changeup. Good pitch there. 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And tough fastball to lay off on 1-2, but he did, and it's 2-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats and left.
Well, he's out in front of that changeup. I think, Matt, that was a result of the fastball, the pitch before. He's throwing so hard, you got to honor that fastball in that situation.
Bouncer down the line. Another 2-2 offering. Pulled softly out toward right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Well, he got jammed on that one right there, and he's strong enough to muscle it into right field for the base hit. It's going to be a line drive tomorrow in the paper.
Eugenio Suarez.
Stepping in now, Eugenio Suarez, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Takes this the other way to right, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Reds leave one. We are still scoreless. Team denting the run column quite yet as we look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Here's Michael Morse now. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Into the windup and the pitch. Hit sharply toward the right side. And this will wind up a base hit here for Morse. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
He just scorched that ball up the wall, and now the question will be, should he have continued on or not? He thought about pushing it, I'm sure, but decided to play it safe. It would have been close, but I think this time he's probably right in staying at first.
Into the box now, number 22, as he'll watch a curveball that bends in there under his hands at strike one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Ready with the 0-1. And he just misses with a curveball.
1 strike.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Oh, on the ground to first. Can this be 2? Bozart for 1. On to first, and you can forget about the go-ahead run being on base. He's erased on the double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
In now, Eduardo Nunez. He swings and grounds it to short. Fielded by Cozart. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Giants are down quietly. Still no score. Striding in once again, Scott Schebler. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
Scott Schebler.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
That just can't happen. I mean, first pitch, if you know what you're going to swing at, you got to have a good swing. You can't take a bad swing on the first pitch of an at-bat.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. One pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
1-2, here it comes. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play.
Oh, he got out in front of the changeup. He was looking for a fastball right there because he got the bat head so far out he was able to pull it. If that was a fastball, he might have kept it fair.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. A little bouncer. And a good throw gets him one gone.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Jose Peraza.
Standing in, Jose Peraza. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Into the windup and the pitch. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
And a neck high fastball that time. One out, nobody on. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2.
These last two guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Well, in a scoreless game, you want to do anything you can to jumpstart your offense. With the speed of this guy on first, don't be surprised if he gets the green light here.
Digging in and looking for more, Devin Mesoraco. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Pitch inside. The throw is not in time as he... The 1-0 delivery. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Here it comes on 1-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Fouled straight back. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. And the runner's breaking for third. And now a 2-strike bunt attempt here as this one's down. Only play will be to the pitcher covering, and the runner will advance to third now.
The batter, number 61.
Tucker Barnhart will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 16, Tucker Barnhart.
lays off 1-0. He'll start this one at 269. Still without a home run and 3 driven in. Kane sets. Here it comes on 1-0. Sent out to straightaway center field. Hernandez sprinting after it. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So they pick up no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. 8th inning coming up, and we still have no score. Connor Gillespie is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th. Drew Storen has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Leading off for San Francisco, center fielder.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Schebler on the move. He tracks it down. A nice running play, and there's 1 away.
The pitcher, number 18.
Our line score there says it all to this point, or if you prefer, it doesn't say anything. Nothing our score as you start to wonder if anyone's going to play to run in this one. Nick Hundley will grab a bat and loosen up here as he'll bat for the pitcher Kane here.
Number 5, Nick Hundley.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Takes a knee-high fastball, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey over the bullpen and gone. A solo home run by Nick Hundley. His first home run of the season as the Giants are stink to a 1-0 lead.
I'm excited to check the home run numbers that come out on Showtrack because that was just one of the most impressive launches we've seen in a good while. And as the numbers come in, that ball was projected to have carried over 460 feet. An amazing show of strength.
The batter.
Here's Joe Panik. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Line drive snagged on a short hop.
Throw gets him 2 down.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brandon Belt. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Drilled down the line. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. Belt on his way to second. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And no offer that time from Pence as it evens the count at 1-1. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, late in the game like this, calls that don't go your way can really throw you off when you're on the mound, but you just can't let it happen. His composure is getting a little test right here.
Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul. Slapped hard the opposite way. Schebler is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. When the Giants come to town, it's bye-bye, baby. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. It's 1-0 San Francisco. George Cantos is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 70, George Cantos.
Bruce Stubbs is into the ball game now as he assumes duties in center field.
Number 46, Drew Stubbs.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. 1 strike offering now to Hamilton. Takes a high fastball for a strike. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. Very tight ball game so far. 1-0 the score as we take a look at our starter comparison, and both guys have given excellent performances to this point. Here's the shortstop, Zach Cozart. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch of the at-bat. And too high with the cut fastball. It's 1-0 now. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. And this will be fouled away. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. Here it comes. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Ready for another shot now. Joey Votto. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And that misses for ball 1. Here's the 1-1 now to Votto. Hard hit towards center. Stubbs is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They trail this one 1-0. Cincinnati's Fountain Square scene there as we welcome you back to the broadcast on MLB Network. Here's Buster Posey now. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only one run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Votto is there. One quick out to start inning number 9.
Now batting.
Hey, every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? One pitch, one out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Ready now, Michael Morse. He's 2 for 3 thus far. Raisel Iglesias enters the game with one gone in the top of inning number 9.
Raisel Iglesias.
First pitch on its way. And the changeup is way low that time. Bases are empty, one man out. Swing and a miss on the sinker, a ball and a strike.
That was a good pitch right there. Started at the knees, got the hard sink down, and got him to swing right through it. Beautiful.
Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Sliced hard but foul. Look out over there. And the pitch. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Set to deal on 2-2. Full count. 3-2. Count is full. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss here, and the first two are dispatched to begin the 9th.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Number 22 is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Duvall is after it. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
You don't think fielding is important? Instead of a routine out, you got a guy standing at second base after a 2-base error. We'll see if the pitcher can pick him up.
And ball 4 now as he'll take first on the intentional walk.
Now batting, center fielder Drew Stubbs.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Drew Stubbs. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1.
Hey, this game is getting interesting real quick. The last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
Throw on to first, and the Giants will be turned away here as that ends the inning. So it's no runs on no hits, 1 error, and a couple of men left. Nothing further in the San Francisco 9th. Last chance now for the Reds. They trail here 1-0. And now Boch is going to make his way out toward home plate, and it looks like we'll see a double switch here. Mark Melanson takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Now pitching and batting in the 7th spot, number 41, Mark Melanson. Now playing shortstop and batting in the 9th.
Digging in, Adam Duvall. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-1. Out of play. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this is strike 3 called, says Clyde Washington. Might have looked a bit low, but that's out number 1.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Into the box, Eugenio Suarez. And no swing, apparently, ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. And this will get taken in at first for the second out of the inning.
Right fielder, Scott Schebler.
Stepping in, Scott Schebler. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And the first pitch is chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that misses 1-1. The win would go to Matt Cain should the score hold up here. Melanson's ready with the 1-1 pitch. 1-1 is a cutter that misses 2-1. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Taken, called, strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Jose Peraza would be next. 1 strike from a shutout. Here it comes. Fouled back. Once again a 3-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Wow, that's a rarity. A 1-0 game in baseball these days. Both of these pitchers pitched awfully well. It's a shame one of them had to lose this game.
And that 1 run held up tonight. 1-0 the final. Matt Cain wins his 3rd of the season. Mark Melanson records the save, his 7th of the campaign. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Giants. 1 run, 5 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Reds, no runs,